200 is presented by Moon Guide. Plan your best hunt. Outfitter and team member Chris Seymour has filmed for Team 200 for over a decade. Chris is no stranger to using a decoy to lure in mature bucks into bow range.
Did you see that?
Chris has been outfitting whitetail and turkey hunts in Kansas for 22 years. And the series has aired numerous hunts, including Adam Hayes' fourth 200-inch.
Out here in Kansas with my good buddy Chris Seymour, fellow member of the Team 200 show, and we got a 200 on the ground here in Kansas.
At Seymour Bucks, repeat customers are common.
Are you kidding me, Chris?
But tags are limited.
Chris Seymour, my man.
What a stud.
My man.
Russell Chambers, we are in Kansas, the end of October here, Red Moon, and that's your biggest buck?
So far,
Yeah.
thank you, Chris.
Well,
Yep,
awesome.
second biggest one was with you too.
Congrats, buddy.
Thank you.
It's a very, very busy November for me this year. Lots and lots of bow hunters came in and out, and just an incredible season for everyone.
Hey guys, Joe Miles with ICO Gear, out here hunting with Chris Seymour, and just one of those really magical times. This deer, we got him at 9.5 years old, and he's been hunted hard since he was 4. Super cold front coming in and a red moon. With those things lining up, it just worked out perfect, and I couldn't be happier. Again, hunting with Chris Seymour, he's behind the camera with Be Outdoors. They're in the real estate business and the outfitting business. And tell me your hat, Seymour.
It's in there.
Team 200's editor Dave Voisey has hunted with Seymour Bucks for 3 seasons. On his first season hunting in Kansas, Dave messed up big and missed a buck of a lifetime. Way to go, Dave. Ever since then, he's been chasing after that moment again.
We got a south wind. This is where we were seeing all the activity of the deer coming up, eating acorns and jumping this fence right here. So perfect setup. Just need a perfect moment.
With the rut in full swing, Dave hears grunting and watches a doe bust out of the thicket. Caught off guard, Dave decides to film the encounter with his phone. Within the next half hour, the same buck appears chasing the doe through the thicket.
That.
Team 200's editor Dave Voisey has come to full draw on a Kansas buck chasing a doe.
That. Just experience a great morning in the tree stand. There it is, a ladder with a lone wolf on top, and he hopped the fence over here the first time chasing the doe, and then he went around, came back, and unfortunately I didn't get the kill shot on camera. That's how it goes sometimes when you're self-filming. Man, wow, awesome. Here we are, my Kansas 2022 buck. My 4th day of the hunt here with Chris Seymour. What a great experience this morning. Just soaked it all in. I love bow hunting. And this morning is the reason why.
We are in Kansas. How can you not be pumped up?
It's something you dream of, especially when you're shooting traditional gear.
For years, these twin brothers have been booking hunts with Seymour bucks.
Thank you, Chris Seymour. I mean, he put us on the spot.
All right, we're gonna try to hit that.
The white, hit the white part.
Hit the white part of it?
Yeah, hit the white part.
I was supposed to do it.
Look at, if that had horns, you'd be dangerous.
Action. Okay, so.
Traditional hunters filming their hunts and sharing these stories.
Tell us what we're doing.
We'd like to try if
I
we
don't
can.
want your version. All right. Well, tell us what we're doing.
Okay, so last night.
I'll give you my version.
Out, there was a couple big bucks rutting in this field, and so
This is
Our season, it didn't start off real good. And the reason it didn't start off good is because we usually draw for Wyoming, we usually draw for Kansas, and my son and I, Noah, didn't draw for either state, but we did have Canada.
The clients that once called Chris Seymour 20 years ago for a Kansas hunt now traveled together to hunt and fish in a secret location known as Canada.
that Radical Archery Design broadhead blew through the off shoulder on the exit. Man, just a great hunt with the Bonomos and Wade Fatul. I couldn't be happier. And I'm tagged out in Canada.
So we really focused and concentrated a lot on trying to get something going in Canada.
My son killed a beautiful buck out of here a couple years ago. We're gonna have the food plot in here, and that's also a giant apple tree. So it looks like there's a lot of blossoms on it, or at least coming up. Yeah, every buck on the property comes through this little runway right here. It's a great spot. We put in a quick food plot here, and Whitetail Institute makes some great stuff. Wade's putting the chick magnet in. It'll blend in real nice with the imperial clover that we put in as well.
Spring food plot work, plus adding fishing and turkey hunting. It gets no better hanging with the boys doing what you love.
But that's a hog. Yeah, that thing's a beast too.
It's cool and sunny out here in Canada, and I just caught this smallmouth with a jig.
Wrestling with the outdoors, we're up in Ontario, Canada, catching walleye.
That was a fun hunt. Buddy Rick Bonomo, giant turkey, triple beard. Look at that thing, dude!
Oh,
That thing is a hog! Hey, big smallies here in Canada. Rick, Rock, Wade, and Chris, the original team. Look at this slab.
When we come back from break, Rick and his son Noah target the bucks they have in Canada. Don't miss it right here on Team 200.
If you can see here the tree and the camo, it's the same. That deer had no idea that I was even up here.
Here at Raw Frozen Scents, it's all about providing you with fresh, pure, undiluted deer urine that's just plain effective. Raw scents are collected fresh, then immediately frozen and shipped from the farm directly to your door in an insulated container. The natural product that smells like real deer, increasing your odds for success.
And they are going nuts because that smell is in the air.
Raw Frozen Scents were 53.2 times more effective when tested against the competition. It doesn't get any better or fresher than Raw Frozen Scents.
The red moon for sure is, you gotta have it, you gotta know it, because not only that it's proven, but it keeps you in the seat longer. If you know you're sitting under a red moon, you might not get lunch that day. You might stick around a little bit longer when other things are telling you to get out of the tree. But knowing that you're sitting under a red moon gives you that peace of mind and that confidence to hang out just a little bit longer, because it's gonna happen.
These bucks came up to me. The one, there's a decent 8 that needs a couple years yet too, but he came up and just looked right into my soul. But I gotta hand it to Joe Miles, Osseo Camo. Boy, if you're up against the tree, they will not see you. They cannot see you. The camo is so good. a shot right here. Some limbs in the way. But the best buck hasn't shown yet. But that was exciting.
Waiting for a north wind, and we got that north wind, so I went to the hurricane tree, and beautiful morning. It was cold, clear, and you could hear the turkeys just starting to wake up. And I just called a little bit with the ash grunt call. It wasn't 15 minutes, and I could see a rack coming out of the timber. It's one of those no-brainers for me. There's no, does he need another year? Should I give him a chance? Nope. As soon as I saw him, I said, yep. And walked right up to that little buck, bumped him, and basically changed places with him. So now he's 18 yards away. And at one point, he looked right up at me, did not see me, had no idea I was there. And he bolted immediately, and that Black Eagle arrow, I mean, I hit him right in that vital V, right forward, perfect, but where all the goodies are. And he sprinted, and there's a hog fence that separates the properties, and he crashed into that hog fence. I wish I got better video, but boy, man, he hit it doing at least 50 miles an hour.
If you can see here the tree and the camo, it's the same. That deer had no idea that I was even up here. But I tried to call Rock, didn't pick up. Tried to call Chris, didn't pick up. Tried to call my son, didn't pick up. Guess they're not into it. Anyway, God is good. I'm tug out in Canada.
Rick Bonomo just shot a buck in Canada with this Hoyt recurve.
Oh my gosh, I got him.
And now he's on the blood trail with his best friend, Wade Fatul.
Right, I waited for Wade to get here so he can film some of this hero stuff. But we're gonna go check. I saw him crash over there. So basically, I'm just gonna look for the arrow. Black Eagle. Arrows are so good. Oh yeah. It was kind of neat. This is a deer, like I said, that I had an encounter with last year. He certainly was a beautiful deer. Last year he was better. I think he a little more mass out the front. You can see it, but I'm not complaining. It's a beautiful deer. And again, thank God for the health and opportunity to hunt a deer like this.
And what makes it so special for me is, I mean, I can hunt alone. I enjoy the one-on-one with the whitetail, but I love the relationships that whitetail hunting brings.
What a hunt, what a deer.
Yeah, it's
incredible.
Wade was also on the trip with me. Just a neat, and it's a memory that I'll never forget. But having a guy who's like a brother to me share in the moment makes it even more special.
First Kansas buck. This is my biggest buck to date.
I want to thank Chris Seymour, his family, the state of Kansas, Rock, Wade, the team, but most of all the Lord for giving us, like Noah said earlier, the health and the ability to chase whitetail deer. The year before, he really had an easy season. He, one or two sits in the stand and he was tug. This year, he had over 30 sits in that particular spot before he was able to get an opportunity. And the deer that he ended up killing, the deer got out there and it did catch his scent. So Noah figured, boy, it's now or never.
just shot a buck up here in Canada. It is November 28th. I'm praying that this is a lethal shot. I saw where the deer went, so we're probably gonna give him some time. I'm gonna call my dad.
But because of the angle, he didn't really notice the angle when he shot. We watched it on the video. The deer was quartering to a little bit, and he tucked it in tight, but not enough. So he was able to get the liver. And with us, a liver shot, 12 hours at least.
I'm pretty sure I see a dead deer right there. I can see a rack and a big body, so it's looking good.
I see. And it was a great moment for Noah and I, because boy, I love when my kid succeeds.
Oh, he's awesome. Huge body, huge neck. Oh, this is my most massive buck, for sure. Oh man. I want to thank my dad for finding this deer. I couldn't have done it without him. He found just crucial blood and tracks in order to find this deer. So I absolutely wouldn't be here in this moment if it wasn't for him.
Oh, come on, son. Team 200, come on.
Team 200, thank you. And moments like these, all the glory goes to God. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be this blessed if it wasn't for him.